We're here once again then for some more Grand Prix action, where success and failure are separated by fractions of a second, where victories are rescued from the jaws of defeat. It's here that history is made, and we're just about ready to make a little more. The Red Bull Ring then, 700 metres above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones, and watch out for overtakes into turn 2 as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers steam up the inside. So as we look ahead to what I hope will be a very entertaining race, I have to ask Anthony Davidson what you expect to see in terms of strategy today. I mean, do you expect a lot of tyre management? A lot of fuel management?
Well, don't we always? I don't expect these are going to be any more important than usual, if I'm honest. What I do expect, however, are a lot of drivers getting into the pits early for some kind of undercut on fresh rubber. If you can pit before the person in front, have a good stop and drive a blistering outlap, there may be 1 or 2 seconds to be gained. If anyone gets stuck behind another car, for example, that will be the go-to strategy, surely.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Nico Rosberg alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Kimi Raikkonen and Ricciardo, Alonso, Hülkenberg, Perez and Valtteri Bottas, Massa, Grosjean, Daniil Kvyat and Sainz, Button, Magnussen, Esteban Gutierrez and Rio Haryanto, Nasser and Palmer, Pascal Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track. So, another fantastic victory for Toro Rosso today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
And look at this, they're coming out now. Toro Rosso have developed something of a reputation for forging exciting talent, and we can see that here. An incredible victory. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Daniil Kvyat takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
My driver of the day, Crofty, was Daniil Kvyat. Look at where he finished compared to where he started. That's a great effort.
Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.